Good day, everyone. Today's tutorial is based on PostgreSQL. It is assumed that you've already installed PostgreSQL on your machine, whether it is Windows-based machine or Windows operating system machine or Linux or MacBook Pro. It's the same thing. And today's tutorial I'll be using PG Admin 4, the GUI, the graphics interface, and I'll be using SQL script shell of the PostgreSQL. Without much ado, let's go. Let's start. Let's the class begin. PSQL. This is the shell. Just click enter. Enter the ports. The default port is 5432. Then the username for default username is Postgres. Then it's going to ask for the password. The password you entered during the installation is the same password you are going to key in. I'm going to key in my password. It's not going to show when you are typing it for security purpose. Now I'm connected to the PostgreSQL. As you can see it here telling me Postgres. That means I'm connected to the database engine. So for you to know the list of databases you have in your Postgres, so you click \L to list all the databases that you have. So these are the list of databases I have inside my Postgres. I have 13 rows. Then you can check the structure of each and every one of them one by one. But without wasting much of our time, let's connect to any one of them. Let me just connect Classroom. So to connect to your database, you use \C, then the name of the database. You are connecting to the Classroom. It's saying you are now connected to database Classroom as user Postgres. Now, for you to know the structure of your database, /D. So this is a table inside the database. We have just one table. Then for us to know we have one table. This is the table. It's telling us we have name, that's class science, that's the name. So for us to know the structure of that table, /D science class. So this is the structure of our table. We have 2 columns, enrollment number, 3 columns, enrollment number, name, science marks, and we have the primary key, which is a constraint on the enrollment number. From this interface, we can as well create a database. How do we go about that? So it's just very simple. Create database. What name should we give it? Let's give it tutorial. Now the database has been created. Tutorial database has been created. So now let's connect to that database and create a table. \C tutorial. Now we are connected the tutorial. The next thing for us to do now is to create a table. All these things that we are doing inside SQL shell, we will see it live in Postgres GUI. That's pgadmin4. So now that we are connected to tutorial, so let's create table. It's create table. Let's give it class tutorial. Class ID with class ID underscore ID with integer as a data type, not null. Then f name varchar, let's say 50, last name varchar as well, 50. What else? State of origin, or let's just say state of origin, state underscore of origin varchar, let's give it 20. I don't want us to have too many columns so that it won't be cumbersome. Let's have the last one, max, let's have it as integer. Now we've created a table. We can still check the structure of a table from this place /d class underscore tutorial. I think that's the name of a table. Good. Now you can see the table. Good. We have class ID, first name, last name, state of origin, and max. And we can see all our data types. Class ID as integer, first name as variable character, that's character varying, last name character varying, variable character, state of origin same thing, the max as a data type of integer. So let's view this from our pgadmin4, the GUI of Postgres. So let me refresh this database. The name of our database is tutorial. This is it. Double click it and you refresh it. Now we are connected to the database. So let's go and look for our table. So you click on tutorial, you come to schema. Under schema, you see public. Under public, you see tables. You can see tutorials. Under tutorial, you see columns. You can see our class ID, first name, last name, state of origin, and max. Good. Now, what we want to do in this tutorial, we want to do what we call CRUD or CRUD, as the case may be. C stands for create, R stands for retrieve, U stands for update, and D stands for drop or delete. Create, retrieve, update, delete, or drop. Now we've created this table. We can let's populate this table. Let's populate this table. Right click on the table, then we click on query tool. We can populate the table from this place, and at the same time we can do it from the script. It's the same code. But the good thing about about the script shell is that it loads faster. It loads faster. It responds faster when you query your database. Insert into the name of our table is a class tutorial. Okay, class tutorial. Insert into class tutorial. The first column is ID. Let's give it 101, followed by first name. Let's give it Leonard, followed by second name. Let's give it Stone, followed by, I think the third one, state of origin. ID, first name, last name. It has to follow this order: last name, state of origin. Let's give it Lagos. Then the max. The max is an integer, so it doesn't need a quote. It doesn't need a quote. Let's say the guy is called 78. Good. We can insert as many data as possible, but let's just insert this one first. Error. where is error coming from? Sorry, insert into class tutorial values. Sorry. Query return successfully. So let me just copy this code and let me copy it and insert and copy and paste so that we have as many. I will just edit it. So this guy has a 65. This guy is from Edo. His last name is Wood. First name is Sam, and his enroll number is 105. This guy had 85. He's from Kano. His name is Malik. Salau. That's the first name. So the ID name is 103. There at 704. It's from Rivers. It's Waters. And the first name is Toy. Good. So let's run this F5 successfully. Now we've successfully populated our database. So let's view it. Let's retrieve the data. So you retrieve the data by writing select statement. Star means select all from the name of your database, class tutorial, semicolon. If you have more than one query statement inside your query tool, you highlight the statement you want to run. Good. So you can see the output. You can see the output. This is the output. You can see it here. So the next thing we want to do, it's we've been able to create, we've been able to retrieve. Now you want to update. Let's say for instance the guy from River State says he has a change of name and it doesn't want to be known as toy, so that he has changed his name. So what we are going to do is say update class tutorial, that's the name of the table, set, that's f name, that's the first name, to he wants to be known, he wants to be known, or he wants to be called Henry this time around, not Thor anymore. So update class tutorial set f name Henry equals to set f name equals to Henry, where class ID equals 102. Good. So now let's run it again and check to see whether it has taken effect. You can see it. We have Henry Waters now as against Toy Waters. Good. So the next thing is it's delete or drop. Delete and drop, they are two different things. They are related kind of. When you delete the information from the table. That means you delete the content and not the container. But when you drop, you remove the content and the container. That means you wipe them off. So now let's use the delete from class tutorial. That's the name of the data, so that's the name of the table, where class ID equals 102. Let's assume that we want to remove 102 guy from the database. It's very important that we use the while clause. Without using the while clause, where clause, that's the condition that is telling us the exact information we want to remove. If you do not state the where clause and you just say delete from class tutorial, all the information in that table will be wiped off. Good. So now let's check what we have in there. Good. 102 is no more there. It's being wiped off. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, share, comment, and be on the lookout for more videos. Thank you. Bye for now.